And we are back once again with Slime Isekai Memories. Today we are continuing chapter 26. So last time we found Cliché's hideout and started the raid. Rimuru is the only one attacking at the moment, just trying to get into the main base to then teleport all of his other executives and extra soldiers, like the Beastketeers as well. So, yeah, let's see how this goes. Let's see, I need Dark and Magic. So, not entirely sure. And that's 2 melees. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I should go with. I guess I'll just go with this. This doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, just let me make a quick cut. Alright, let's see how this team does. I want to try how a Force team is going to do instead of just trying the darkness element to try and win. This place is huge! This ain't no hideout! It's a nation! And I can feel a ton of monsters roaming around. Notice, I have confirmed a total of 3,721 different types of magic engravings in the detectable vicinity. Huh? What? It's not just one engraved on top of that pyramid-looking thing over there? Affirmative. Tiny magic circles have been engraved on almost every crevice and stone in this area, between cobblestones, stone walls, and even the insides of processed marble. Also, every magic circle except for the one you pointed to is currently active. There are over 1,000 different kinds of magic being cast for the purpose of hiding presences alone. 1,000! And not just 1,000 being cast, but 1,000 different kinds? As such, I am currently unable to detect all life forms in this area. Additionally, the existence that must be urgently dealt with is not here. They are located at the end of the 3-forked road ahead. That well-maintained road? Wait, what existence? Answer. Who we must deal with is... The magic circles planted everywhere seem to have been created by Cliché. It felt as if I was inside her mind, full of all her past experiences. There aren't as many enemies as there were in Falmouth, but the number of magic devices is ridiculous. But before that, I'll have to do something about the 3-forked road. After all, the cave ahead is full of pillars that are barely preventing the area from collapsing. Damaging any of them may start a chain reaction and lead to a cave-in. Why doesn't he just go destroy those himself? I mean, that would certainly kill a lot of Cliché's army, maybe even kill her if she's not expecting it. But are they not wanting to harm the soldiers just in case they can be saved by bringing the real Gazelle or beating them and then showing them that those guys were fakes and that they shouldn't be following the fake King Brigade? And that would have a devastating effects on the surface. In Dworgen, Serion, and even Tempest. And that would have devastating effects on the surface. So, is he concerned for this land? Like, I'm not entirely sure what he means. That may start a reaction and lead to a cave-in. I mean, isn't this like miles away? The witch village? Like, I'm pretty sure it did take quite a while to get here to find out where Isis lived, so I don't think it should be affecting Gerard Tempest or any of the areas around those kingdoms. Like, I'm sure if no one will care if the witch village collapses. You mean to say that this cave continues underneath Tempest? But if it collapses, wouldn't our enemies end up getting buried as well? Oh, so it does actually go far enough all the way to Tempest, Dwargon, and Sarion. Alright, well, I guess I should have let them explain a little bit more. Does Rimuru not think the cost of winning that and the cost that may happen to Tempest and those other kingdoms is not worth it if the enemy's destroyed? That's why they planted tons of tiny magic circles. Even without cliché, most of the enemies have the magic power to activate them. It's a simple barrier magic for protection, so they wouldn't have trouble casting it. Even if their hideout were to collapse, those tiny magic circles wouldn't get damaged by it. I'm sure their plan is to survive the collapse and transport themselves to the surface once the dust has settled. Okay, so that's their plan. That's not like a backup plan. Like, yeah, if shit hits the wall, we just collapse this place, make a run for it, and that's just what happens to the kingdom. He's making the assumption that's what they're doing, because he didn't hear that plan from anyone else. That's probably just what Raphael has told him. That if the hideout collapses, it would destroy Tempest, Sarion, and Dwargon, or it would just cause large damage to those places. Yeah, I don't know where he's getting this information, because this is based on a lot of assumptions. By then, the three big nations would have sunk underground, and the land would be devastated. And guess what? The culprits could pretend to be victims out there. I'm sure we could survive being buried underground, but what would the folks on the ground think if they saw us climbing out to the surface? I suppose they think that the newly awakened Demon Lord, the latest member of the Octogram, and his men had conspired to destroy their nation. But why would the people suspect us if our nation had been destroyed as well? I can imagine that the culprit's spreading rumors that Great Rimuru is putting on an act to try and convince people that he wasn't behind it. That would make us look even more suspicious. Yeah, and on top of that, both Dwargon and Sarion have a massively high population. The three fake kings have already achieved the condition to evolve into demon lords. At this rate, they may start awakening. If Falmouth and Tempest, which poised to be the next center of distribution, are both demolished, the remaining nations would suffer heavily. And there would suddenly be 3 new demon lords. It would turn the world upside down. They just blame everything on us on the surface, and then they'd sleep peacefully underground while the Harvest Festival is going on. Yeah, that sounds like her way of doing things. What's worse is that they're targeting all the nations that could prove our innocence. I can contact King Gazelle through thought communication, but the problem is Sarion. I want you to somehow inform Sarion that they're in danger. Understood. But yeah, that's crazy. How does a cave system go all the way to like 3 different kingdoms? Is it 3 different caverns under 3 different cities? Or is this just one big cavern under all 3 of these cities and under that area between the 3 cities? Because not only are those cities in trouble, but all that land between them. With that being said, it feels odd. If they wanted to sacrifice for creating demon lords, they would destroy the nations right now. Perhaps there's still somewhere that needs more digging. And wait, you're telling me they dug these? These weren't just naturally created? What kind of magic are they using? Are they using kind of sub-Beelzebub? Because that's the only way they could be digging unless they're using manpower. And that's just crazy if they are. Like, yeah, that just blows my mind. Like, how did they do this? Please. I hope there's an explanation. Whatever the case, if we're going to stop them, we have to do it now. Right. I'll transport everyone to the hideout as we planned. Once we get there, we'll split into 3 teams and enter the caves beyond the 3 forked roads. You guys will need to reinforce the cave walls as you explore. I'm just wondering, where are the enemies? Like, they were on Rimuru the second he started digging and walking through his tunnel. But yet the enemies have not engaged them. Like, the 2 times they have both entered the main hideout. Are they, like, setting traps or preparing in different areas? So that's why they're not engaging him right now? Because they were willing to attack, like, right away while he was walking down there. But not when he's inside the base. Reinforce? You gotta be kidding. If you're gonna dig a hole of this magnitude, at least use those capabilities for something decent. I totally agree. Alright, let's split into 3 teams as we discussed earlier and head into the caves. So I'm a little confused by that. Are they trash-talking cliche? That they didn't, like, properly make, like, defenses or protection just in case of a cave-in? And so these guys are gonna have to do that so this place never collapses? My team will start reinforcing the cave leading towards Tempest while communicating with Gale on the surface. Hey! Which country out of the 2 remaining is the furthest away? Alright, that's kinda cool. So they have the fakes already here. So they're not dramatically summoning them like how they were before. But yeah, that's cool. Qatar Wolf is here. From here, I guess Dworgen would be the furthest. Then I'll take the route to Dworgen. Zooming over long distance is the best. Come on, please tell me Ranga's gonna have something to say with him. Because I would love them having the zoomies together. Speed is king! Guitar solos out to be played fast. Who cares if you make a few mistakes? You just blurt out whatever comes to mind. But sometimes there are some pretty perceptive words in that Fury mix. Well, whatever. I guess my team's left with the Serion route. Okay, I'm counting on you guys. Yes, sir. Oh, snap. Notice. You actually reinforced it in a snap. It goes without saying, but your capabilities are truly unbelievable. Alright, this is cool. So, do they have all the mirror versions of characters out? I'm guessing Rimaru's the team leader for his team, and then probably Isis and Shinsha are both leaders as well, because they would be the most powerful people, like, of the entire group, so they could be team leaders. But yeah, do they have all the fake versions working? Because that is a lot of characters going on this raid right now. Like, that literally doubles the entire cast. it is Rimuru, Shinsha, Isis, Shuna, Soy, Hikaru, Benimaru, Geld, Gabata, Shion, and yeah, I'm trying to think, and the 3 Beaskateers. So I don't know how many that is. Oh, and Gabriel. I completely forgot about him for a second. And then basically doubling them. So that is quite a few. And some of these guys are pretty powerful. They should be able to, like, completely destroy this nation or army base if they wanted to, but because they're trying to prevent the collapse. I can create reinforcing materials by devouring the soil and limestone around and mixing them with the fluid in my stomach. Man, this body of mine can sure be useful. That's amazing, great Rimuru! How can you tell which pillars are dangerous with just one look? Well, I guess you could say it's an occupational hazard of mine. Hey, don't pout! You're the one who figured out that this cave's purpose is for the downfall of nations. Let me know if there are any fragile pillars that I may have missed, okay? Understood. Sorry to have you guys help out with the Tempest route, Beaskateers. I know the cave towards Serion would probably be closer to Irizania. Don't be silly, great Rimuru. You were kind enough to take on the task of rebuilding our nation and protecting our refugees. It's only right that we try and return the favor. So yeah, considering the Beaskateers and Shion are on this route, I'm guessing their mirror versions stay with them for team-up attacks. That's right. Besides, like Carrion said, we can see our surroundings in the dark. So please count on us if we ever need to fight in the darkness. I'm sure their eyes are just like mine, and Sophia's, but... What's with that eye on your chest? I'm just trying to think, he's really asking about the Carabas eye? Like, I mean, it's literally just Carabas armor. I don't think the eye probably adds anything, but I guess he's just creeped out. Huh? Fabio!
Huh?
Ouch! What was that for, Sophia? That's my line! How dare you speak that way about a woman's breast? No! You've got it wrong, idiot! I was asking Orc! I wanted to know if it was real or just an accessory. That's all! These? Yeah, it's real. I can see really well since it's big. What does that even mean? But that is interesting. So he has 4 eyes? Or is it just 3? I'm guessing that one around his waist is also a real eye. But I'm pretty sure Carabas had 2 eyes. So both eyes have both transferred to his armor. Man, I don't know if it's because of Dodomeki's clothes or the pattern on her skin, but my eyes keep wandering to certain places. I mean, there are eyes, after all. I'm not entirely sure what this last line is supposed to mean. Like, is he talking about her eye motif all over her body? Because her clothes are full of eyeballs. And I think there's something on her chest, like above her breast area, where there's an eye. But I have to look again. Or is he talking about his eyes wandering around? I made sure to include those with good eyesight and Shion in order to summon Dodomeki. So why does he need Shion for this? Like, does she have good eyesight? And Dodomeki hasn't said anything that she has good eyesight. She has the eye motif, but the only ability that she has is kind of that reflecting mirror attack that just shoots off in random directions, which I don't think has anything to do with her eyes. Wait, what's going on? Calm down. We're being raided. We'll handle the enemies, so keep working if you want to live. Wow, right after I say that, you could count on us. I'm sensing a battle about to break out. It's the opposite. They sense you because you were hungry for action. Yikes! They're gonna attack us from both sides. It looks like the report was right. They are quite capable. You've been following us since that big building, right? Since that big building. I'm guessing he's saying, like, since they arrived? Or maybe they might do a little flashback, but I don't remember them talking about a big building. This place looks pretty special. After all, I gathered that you're an elite soldier since you're better equipped than the others. How perceptive of you. Indeed, we are the first regiment of the Imperial Guards, the final bastion. Prepare to die. Don't forget about us either. Let's go. How do you expect me to remember all of you? Anyway, I'll make this quick. Well, they weren't even asking for them to be remembered. I guess maybe this guy, because like he was saying what position he is and how badass he's supposed to be. Alright, we can finally test our mettle against these guys and see how well we do. Let's see, some of these characters I really haven't used that much of. Damn you and your guard rates. Well, at least they're not doing that much damage. So oh my god. Incoming stun attack. And do we have anyone that can stop stun? Nope, it does not look like it. Damn. I guess let's get these guys stunned. Let's just switch them out. See, orange to blue. There, we can switch. So for 55, and I have 86 points. Let's go with that. Okay, let's put it with this. Okay, at least they didn't guard all of that. And at least you hit him. Not the main one I want. Trying to think. Who do I switch out? Yeah, I don't know who to switch out. Let's just try this. Yeah, I don't really use this team that much. so I don't really get to admire these animations too much, but it still looks really good. Love Bowser. Okay, wait. Increase all critical resistance. Yeah, I forgot that this changes it to all greens. Since it has been a while. Orange and blue. That. Change all of them. Increase space and wind attributes by 100. Decrease all targets until the end of battle. Alright, well, let's just hit them with all of this. See if they survive. Damn it, I should have did Bowser. And then we would have been able to win. I'm pretty sure that would have given us enough of a boost. Alright, well, the game crashed on me, so unfortunately that had to be reset. But yeah, I think now we can win, right? Critical damage. Oh, what? Damn, they just kind of randomly spawned in. What the hell? Nothing I can do there. So this increased soul of combos damage by 74. All physical characters' attacks. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Continue the boost. Let's hit one of them with that. I don't call that. A pretty cool super attack. 10,000 critical. Damn, should I just aim for a different guy? What the hell? We're barely doing anything to it. Okay, well, at least that one got through. I'm still surprised this ain't an AoE attack. 67. Go with the Drago. And now let's try and hurt him with this, everything we got. There we go. That wasn't too hard. easy enough battle. Tempest region operation. They disappeared, but it didn't seem like they were transported. Answer. Just before they were about to die, a small magic circle activated at their feet. The enemies had their entire existence converted into magicals, which floated away towards a single direction. So, is it just before death they're converted into magicals to then be used by Cliché? Or were they saved by being converted into magicals and then being transported somewhere else? Because one is pretty fucked up, but it is understandable if, like, that's their plan of helping Cliché. I'm pretty sure they ended up wherever Cliché is. Even though I defeated them, it doesn't feel like things got any easier. Also, where is Cliché? Like, I'm wondering right now, is she possibly doing the Despair Mirror of Awakening? Because either she was doing that event during the time while they were preparing for this, or she is doing that because she was like by herself and we still haven't seen her the entire time we've been invading this place. You think she would be one of the first people there stopping the attack, since she is the strongest person in the entirety of her army. Anyway, rescuing these folks come first. Hey! We're here to save you! I know some of you were taken here against your will. Please trust in me and come on out. Are we really going to be saved? Yeah, I'll transport you to Tempest for the time being. There you'll be able to rest up and heal your wounds. There'll be a huge orc king or a buff hobgoblin waiting for you on the surface. That sounds pretty scary, but I'll go if there's a chance of being saved. Please, send me. You don't have to be scared. Okay, I'm transporting you now. Regard, I sent some people who were captured down here to you. I protected them with a barrier when I transported them. Are they alright? Yes, they arrived safely. However, some of them are having eye pain from not having seen the sun for so long, and some are having problems with their ears due to the significant pressure change. Just now, a big batch of potions was brought for them. I'm sure most of them will be cured. But what should we do for those who don't regain their sight or hearing? Make sure to get some high potions for them. Also, just in case someone's lungs ruptured due to the pressure difference, bring some full potions as well. We also need to heal those who may have lost a limb from all that dangerous excavating. Understood. I just managed to get in touch with Fuse and Aaron. Sirion should be able to reinforce their defenses now. I'll head back to town and set up a blockade on any street that are in danger of collapsing. I'll also prepare some evacuation guidelines. Thanks, both of you. I'll contact you guys again later. I'm guessing there are still others in captivity. Our vanguard challenged them and was defeated. The enemy does not use devouring skills in fear that the place may collapse. I hate that they're underestimating us, but it does work out in our favor. Where's Lady Cliché? In her meditation chamber? So yeah, I feel like probably Despair Mirror of Awakening is happening right now. That's why she's in meditation in like her dark room.
Ah.
Yeah, she's searching for the coordinates of the mirror world that Isis supposedly owns. I hate to even imagine it, but if the three kings are defeated, we must act on our own training to block the advance of our enemies and crush them. Are you ready to give up on your own lives? So yeah, while Despair Mirror of Awakening was happening, I was wondering where the three kings are. I would imagine all three fake kings are defending the tunnels to the three kingdoms. So one is defending the Sarion tunnel, one is defending the Tempest tunnel, and one is defending the Dworgen tunnel. Of course, sir! That's strange. We haven't encountered any enemies for a while now. Not that that's a bad thing. Answer. It seems there are several other caves aside from here, and the workers and soldiers have been scattered to various locations that would allow for heavy collaborative damage on the surface in the event of a collapse. I see. That's pretty clever. Wait, who's that? Huh? The three Beasketeers? Wait, there are four. That's actually kind of funny. The normal people are being like, why are there two Fabios? Is it just my imagination? Or are they being given better treatment than the guys from before? Alright, I'm a little confused by this line. I see, that's pretty clever. Wait, who's that? And then it's a captive. Wait, there are four? Is it just my imagination or being treated better? I don't know, I'm so confused by this. Maybe it'll explain a little bit better. But did a random captive just come up to us out of nowhere and that's why he said, wait, who's that? And this is just someone from Eurazania that recognized the three Beasketeers. But yeah, I don't understand what this one is. Is it just my imagination or are they being given better treatment than the guys from before? I'm guessing the guys before, like the captives, weren't from Eurazania, so they didn't know who the Beasketeers are. Answer. Judging from their tone of voice, they hold a great deal of respect for the three Beasketeers and Lord Carrion. Ah, so they've been tricked into working for the fake Carrion. I suppose they're getting better treatment because they weren't abducted, and they'd see through the lies if they were treated poorly. That seems to be the case. Those who are loyal to their lord and are here voluntarily would work more efficient than those forced to labor under threat. Although, I can't help but feel pity for them. By the way, why can the guys here and those from earlier see us in this darkness? Answer. According to my appraisal, all of those living here are under the influence of Cliché's magic. Instead of seeing with their eyes, they can detect the outlines of objects in their surroundings directly through their brains. Well, that's actually pretty cool magic. So everyone that enters here is getting a buff where they can see with their brains? Directly through their brains. Like, how does that even work? I am so confused by that, but that is also a pretty cool type of magic. Everyone that Cliché has brought into the fold and is a worker gets that buff. I'm pretty sure also their soldiers have gotten that buff. Like, why would you not give your soldiers that? That would be pretty good for darkness fights, that you're able to see the outlines of your enemies. Just the outlines? Ah, I see. That's why they were perplexed by Fabio and Orca's presence. I mean, they would still be perplexed anyway, because it's still two of the same person, and I'm pretty sure they never heard that one of the Beastketeers has a twin brother. I can gather that you're here to see Lord Carrion, right? In that case, I shall show you the way to the new royal palace. It's right down this side street. So wait, they're building new palaces down here? Yeah, this doesn't tell me that they're wanting to destroy this place. This is telling me they want to build a nation down here. But the emergency plan is, if this plan doesn't work out and they aren't able to build a new nation in this cave tunnel, that they're gonna just destroy the other three nations. The new royal palace? They're truly convinced that the imposter is the real Lord Carrion. But even if we were to tell them the truth, they probably wouldn't believe what we're saying. I really want to know Orca's inner thoughts. Like, is he thinking the same as them? Because he should have respect for the real Carrion, since he is Fabio. But then again, we don't know what happened in his timeline of events, where as soon as he became a Demon Lord, did he kill Carrion? You're right. Well, since they're taking us to this so-called palace, we can go beat up the imposter and tell them that the real Lord Carrion is much, much stronger. Oh, by the way, does that hole that you've been digging end here? Yes, it seems they started digging here more recently than the other caves. There are similar holes all around this place. Everyone's so eager to keep on digging because we've been given direct orders from Lord Carrion himself. So the hole reaching towards Tempest is short, and they've only recently started digging it. Answer. Fortunately, unlike Dworgen and Sarion, which have been superpowers for many years, Tempest has only recently established itself as a powerful nation. So, they've been digging towards Dworgen and Sarion for ages now, huh? I'm guessing if a cave this short collapses, it wouldn't cause any harm to Tempest. Ah, so that's why they still haven't made it collapse. They need to dig much further to make Tempest fall. Guild, the cave headed towards Tempest is shorter than expected. I want you to close all traffic heading south. The other roads should be okay. Understood. Just to be safe, we'll block off the forest and hills nearby. They might be engulfed if the southern road were to collapse. Good thinking. Thank you for such kind words. Alright, show us the way. Oh, it may look like there are two of me, but don't worry about it. It's basically like a double of me. Understood. Please, this way. Is Orca really not gonna say anything? That's super disappointing. I want him to be like, I'm not just a double of you. Like, show his own individuality. He can't see, and he's being tricked into working for an imposter. But he must really respect Carrion from the bottom of his heart. Like Albus said, it's hard not to pity them. That's why. That just makes my blood boil even more. Fate Carrion! Alright, well, that's the end of that. I'm pretty sure Rimuru is gonna deal with Fate Carrion. And so, we don't know who else is gonna deal with which enemy. I'm trying to see who would have satisfying resolutions to their fight. I guess Isis versus the fake Frey would be a good fight, while fake Gazelle versus Shinsha would also be kind of satisfying, considering Gazelle, I'm pretty sure, won his training match with Shinsha. And so, if Shinsha's able to beat the fake Gazelle, that's kind of like beating the real Gazelle. But I really do wonder, is the fake Carrion gonna transform into his beast form and surprise us? Or does he need his Demon Lord awakening to transform into that mode? Or maybe they get some brand new forms that aren't even like their originals forms. That would be also pretty cool. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying Slime Isekai Memories. And if you guys are, please make sure to follow me on all my social medias like my Twitter, my Twitch, my YouTube, my DLive, my TikTok, Kick, Rumble, Odyssey, and Daily Motion. Check out my second YouTube channel, and like and comment on all my videos, and even join my Discord. There you can stay up to date with everything I choose to do, where my streams, videos, or anything else. But yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.